Hey guys, what's going on? DrollKylemania here, and welcome back to another episode of Cribcraft. And today, we're going to be touring a very special house. It's special in two ways, because it's one of my mansions. It's Everdeen Estate. I'm sure many of you know of it from our advertisements to Get It Done by Kevin and things like that. But today we're going to be touring it, and it's also special because this is going to be the very last house tour in the Cribcraft world. Episode 82 is the very final house tour that we'll be doing in our Cribcraft world, and I think it's a pretty good way to end off the houses in this world. I'm really happy that everything's pretty much done, and we'll soon have a final cinematic out for this world and a download link and all that stuff. Once we just finish up some last minute touches, we'll still be doing some countdown to Cribcinati and things like that. But without further ado, let's get started. So I want to welcome you all to Everdeen Estate. This is the front gate, and we're going to turn around and go down the driveway. Right there it says welcome to Everdeen Estate on the gate. And as we're going down here, I just want to point out, we got this vineyard. And this is where all the wines and everything's brewed up for Everdeen. This house is revolved around wine. We got a nice vineyard here. It looks really good. And then we got the tractor, and I actually want to give credit to a few people that helped me out with this house a lot right here, because this tractor actually wasn't made by me. This was made by Killer Cereal, a friend of mine named Caden, and really appreciate that. Also, I'd like to give credit to Matt and Kevin, who are also in the game right now. They helped me out a lot with the house. They gave me a lot of ideas and helped me out with some things. So without further ado, this is the vineyard. We got the trees going around. You'll see those trees all over the yard. The yard is huge. And this is just a little vineyard house. This is where some wine and stuff is stored. As you can see, we have some kegs here. And then there's a downstairs area, which is like a wine cellar. And this is like to keep the wine in a cool place, because that's how wine is kept, I think, like in these cellars, which keeps it kind of cool. But yeah, so just this little area right off the vineyard. You'll see more stuff like this in the actual house itself. And as you can see, we got the tractor to plow the fields and things like that. But if we walk back up the driveway, we'll approach Everdeen. As you see from the cinematics, you saw pretty much every angle of the house. And right here we have a nice house, and Everdeen is actually on a river. It's something I thought was really cool about the mansion, because this is actually like one of the only mansions that faces the river. Most of the mansions actually like the back of the house is at the river, but this one actually faces it. I thought that was pretty cool. And we're going to check out the yard and everything soon. But here's the driveway. Got a nice fountain in it with a nice little car design right here. And without further ado, I think we're going to enter the house. As you can see, we also have a nice porch swing right here, which looks pretty cool. So here we go, everybody. Are you ready to enter Everdeen Estate? I hope so. So right when we walk in, we got a pretty grand foyer area with our buddy R2-D2 lounging there. That lounge chair is actually not normally there, but we got the chandeliers hanging from the room. We got a couple closets up here too. Just some closets to store stuff in under the stairs. Also, my friend Harry Potter sleeps in this one. And then right here, we got another closet, pretty much I think it's exactly identical to that one, right across the way. And I really like how I did the staircase in this house. And yeah, so that looks pretty cool. That archway looks nice. And right here to the right is the guest quarter. As I tour the house, this is kind of going to go in a big circle. There's only one set of staircase to get to the second floor, so you'll see. It's got a cool layout though. So right here is like a guest quarters. Right here you just got like a little living room for the guests, and then a computer area, some shelving, carpets to make the room look nice, and then this is like a nice little room divider to split the room. Right in here we have our first bathroom. Pretty nice. And we also have a guest bedroom right here. And I'm actually not sure what the official bedroom and bathroom count is, but I will get that for you guys and put it in the video, like right now. the official bedroom and bathroom count just on screen. So this is just a nice little guest bedroom right here. And right here, it'll give a little spoiler to what is outside, but we got a courtyard. We'll look at this in more detail when we go to check out the landscape. So that's just a little spoiler of what's out there. But now we're going to move on to like the private study area, kind of. So right when you walk down the middle of the staircase, there's like this kind of like a private study. I don't know. And right here we got like some areas where you can sit and read some books. Just a little table right here. And this also leads out to the courtyard. There's 3 entrances or exits to the courtyard. And right here we have a little pool table with some shelving, bookcases around. So this is kind of like the study, but then we get to the bigger area over here, which just got this nice vaulted ceiling as we walk in. We got this thing, I don't know what's going on here. Kevin's doing something. We got some pretty cool lighting. We got a chandelier here, and then these other modern lights that I thought looked good for like a library theme. And some shelving and some areas to read, with a little desk right here, with a lamp design that I actually took inspiration from Matt in Baskerville. And now we're going to just go over to the first little living room of the house. This area actually connects to the backyard. But when we go out to the yard, we're actually not going to take this exit, but we will, I will show you what's out here. So right here we just have a little living room. We got a piano to play some tunes at, and some shelving around the room. You'll see I use this shelving design a lot in the house. I really like it, and things like this. There's a lot of things indented in the wall since the walls are double layered, and you'll see a lot of cool designs like that. And right out here we just have a little balcony, and get a little sneak peek at the backyard. We won't look at it too much, but there's a little dining area where you could eat out on the balcony. And there's one more area like that on the house. So right down here, we're gonna actually go to a really cool room. It's one of my favorite rooms. It's an early room in the house, and it actually uses wool. Most of the rooms have stained clay. It has stained clay in the ceiling, but you'll see. I really like the ceiling design. You got these pillars. And this is actually an office. So the office is really simple, but I think it just turned out awesome. So you got like the desk right here that you sit behind, the computer, and then like a rug, some bookcases. And I think the pillars just really bring the room together really nice with the lighting and stuff, and make the room look really appealing. So really like that office. And right down here, we're going to enter the kitchen of the house. And I really like how this kitchen turned out, and you'll see why. There's like 3 parts to it. So right here is like the main kitchen, where you just cook, like the owner of the house would have some stuff. And then we have like a breakfast area right here. And we'll see the dining room soon. We have like the fume hood with some stoves, the sinks right here, some stuff hanging down, a microwave, and then the fridge right there. And right in here, we have like a pantry, so you could store some food, some like dried food, like, I don't know, some things that like don't expire. So if like there was an apocalypse, we would be prepared in Everdeen Estate. And then we got the shelving, and it looks really nice. So now let's go over to the chef's quarter. So this is where my private chef cooks. Looks like someone's in there right now, so we'll go see. So right here we got the private chef area. This is pretty nice. I really like how this turned out. It's kind of like an industrial kitchen, more like the theme. Got some shelving around, got multiple stoves, things like that, some sinks over there, and just like a stainless steel kind of theme, with quartz as well. But it works out really nice to look like a chef's kitchen kind of. And now we're going to check out a very grand room, and that's the dining room of the house, and you'll see why this is so grand. So as we walk in, you can see that the dining room is actually completely surrounded by the second floor. There's like a balcony that goes all the way around except on this side. And then we have like all kinds of chandeliers hanging down, lots of lighting, these nice bushes that really make it look nice, tie the room together nice, and some paintings around with wall decorations. And then right next to the dining room, we actually have the atrium. And we'll get to this hallway past the atrium when we're coming back to go up to the second floor. The atrium just has some like plants, things like that. We got a fish tank here. And I used some skulls in there to make it look like there was actually fish in there, and then like sugarcane as like a decoration in the fish tank. And here I just like collect some exotic plants and whatnot from my travels around the world, with the green and black carpet that I think kind of looks like cat eyes. But now let's head back across the dining room, get one more view of the dining room from both angles. And now we're going to walk down here, and this is where we come to the main living room. But before we check out that, we're not going to look at it too much yet. We're going to check out this guest bedroom, or kind of like a guest bedroom. It's just another bedroom on the house. As you can see, I'm using that that ceiling design that I like. Got some lamps around the room, lots of shelving, nice little bed right there. This wall design that I've been using. This one actually comes with its own bathroom. So we step on into the bathroom. Got a pretty standard bathroom, nice shower, and it also comes with a closet where you could keep some stuff and things like that. So that's looking pretty nice shower design too. And using the same design with the ceiling again, and my lighting design that I came up with in my colonial house, which is an awesome lighting design for natural texture pack. Let me tell you that. Now let's go out and check out the living room. So right here we have the living room. So we have the pool table and another piano, and then over here we have the TV area. And if you look at it coming in this way, it looks really grand as well. I really like how this looks. We got a nice painting with the pillars that really bring together the room, like this archway I feel really brings together the room, and the TV looks nice. And this actually leads out to another balcony. And again, this one just has a nice little table where you could sit and have some lunch or something outside. And you get a really nice view of the river that leads back over to the front of the house. And this, just get a really nice view of the river. And like I said, we're going to see the rest of the backyard in detail very soon. So let's go back inside, and now we're going to check out the laundry room. Pretty basic. It's a little hard to do a laundry room at natural, but it's doable still. It's just not as easy as city, I think. But still, I like how the laundry room turned out. Room looks really nice. Got some not waste baskets, but laundry baskets around, and some shelving over here where you could you'd have the detergent or something. I don't know. Looks pretty nice though. I like how that room turned out, even though it's just a laundry room. Then we have like a little hallway that connects to this hallway. And right here, this actually leads to the garage. And the garage is actually, the interior is nice. We got some cars in here, but the exterior part of the garage, which I'm sure you saw in the cinematics, I really like how that turned out. So right here we have a nice truck design. I got this inspiration from Matt. He built it at another house. Then we have a lift where if one of your cars were needed work on it, you could do some work with some random redstone stuff around. Then we have this really nice car design that I made some changes to, but someone else designed it for me. I'm not sure who made this one. I just made changes to it. That's all I know. And then we have a table that looks like some work's getting done, and just some lighting around the room, some stuff hanging from the ceiling with another vaulted ceiling in here. And there's the garage doors, as you can see. There's two of them, one down there as well. And right here we just have like a table, where your mechanic can work on it, like your GTA mechanic. I don't know, he had the laptop in the garage. I guess if you wanted to test some designs with the car. I don't really know too much about cars though, so I don't know what a mechanic does. But right here we have just a little closet. Nothing much in here. Just a little closet where I had some extra space, so I just threw that in. And right here, I saw someone peeking out of the atrium. That's just the atrium. Connects to the living room. And now, we're approaching the final room of the first floor, which is another bathroom. So this is actually one of the very first bathrooms I built on the house. You can tell by the wool. The rest of I think every other room in the house is probably stained clay, except for the hallways, which use wool. But I think this room turned out pretty nice. Just pretty basic bathroom. Nice little divider here with the sugarcane and stuff, and some shelving around. As you can see, since this house is so old, it took me actually 6 months to finish this house. Yeah, I was procrastinating, but you know what? That's what I do. You can really see how some things changed over time, but I still think the house looks really nice, and over time it's still kept up to standard. So right here, before we go down there, it goes in another loop, kind of like the first floor. We're just going to check out this small bedroom right here. So we just got a nice little basic bedroom design, pretty similar to a lot of the other ones. And nothing much going on here, so let's go check out a really cool area. So this is the master bedroom wing. Everything down here is connected to the master bedroom. So this is the entrance to the master bedroom area. And, you know, we got a pretty nice area here. The bedroom, I feel, turned out really nice. Nice grand bed. Some shelving. Nice picture above the bed. It's also got its own balcony. A lot of shelving around the room. Then we have like this little area where you could read, and also a nice desk right here where you could use your computer or something. And then it comes with its own bathroom. Really nice little bathroom design for the master bedroom. I think it turned out really nice. Put the shower here and a tub, toilet, sinks and stuff. Some shelving around. And then, really like that shelving design right there too. And then, if we go down here, we've got a little hallway with two closets for the him and the her of the house. The him has a little bit of a smaller closet because he doesn't have as much clothes probably as the her. And I don't know why I'm referring. It's me and my wife Jennifer. As you can see, that's who I named the house after. Everdeen, like my never dying love for Katniss Everdeen. If you didn't know about that. But yeah, I did base it off Katniss Everdeen, and I love the Hunger Games series, so, and Jennifer Lawrence. But this is the her closet. Jennifer likes her space. But here we have something really special. It comes with its own like kind of living room. So we got some bookshelves, and we got Yoda on the shelf right there. But right here, this is one of my favorite areas of the house. I know I've been saying that for a lot of areas, but I really like how this room turned out, like with the vaulted ceiling in this area, and then it goes back to a normal ceiling with the archways. I think this looks really great. And then you got like a TV to watch in here with a nice table again. I really just like how this room turned out. It's got its own chandelier. When I made this room, I was just really happy with how it turned out. And then we're just going to walk down here. And that leads back down to the front, but we're going to wind around here. And this is just like a row of 3 bedrooms, but they're all pretty unique in some way. There's a lot of bedrooms on this house, but once we get down there, we have some special rooms down there that I think you're going to really like too. So right here we have the first bedroom on this side of the hallway. Pretty cool bed design here. Besides that, it's pretty basic. Used a lot of similar designs, and it comes with its own closet, which is looking pretty nice. Just some nice little closet, pretty big. I said nice little closet and then some pretty big, pretty much contradicting myself there. But here you can see the overlook of the dining room if you look over the balcony, which I think is really cool. And then here we have another bedroom. This one comes with its own bathroom. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a closet. But each of these is pretty unique in a different way. This one has its own bathroom, that one has its closet. So this one has a little extra shelving. Then the bed over here, which overlooks the backyard. Some stuff there. And then just a little bathroom in here. Nothing major for this room. But they're all unique in their own way. But the next one that I'm going to show you is really cool. I had this really good idea for it, and you're going to see why. So we walk in, and we notice a nice staircase. But we'll see what that is once we finish touring this room. So we just got a nice desk area here. Some cabinets to keep clothes in. Some shelving and a bed, and then we're going to go up the staircase, the spiral staircase, and up here we have the Rancor. No, that's not really what is normally up here, but we have the study area with the couch, and I don't know why that's like that, but we're going to put that back, and just a nice little study area with a table and things like that. And I'm thinking, I really like how this turned out. And now we're going to go back downstairs in the next room. Oh, the next room. You're going to like this one. I hope you like this one. So right here, looks like nothing special, right? Nothing special. But when we walk in, we're going to have a crazy awesome room. It's a little dark. And this is because this is the den of the room. And again, we have this really nice archway. Matt and Kevin helped me a lot with this room. And as you can see, Matt's reading a book at the den. We got the nice fireplace here. Looks like he had a bad experience with this chicken. I'll tell my chef to cook better next time. But then we got the nice chandelier hanging down, fireplace, nice big chairs to read at. And I really like how this room turned out. The archway looks great, the vaulted ceiling, the fireplace. I just think this room looks great. It's got to be like it's probably in the top 2 favorite rooms of this house, I'd say. And then the next room is also another great room, so 2 great rooms right in a row. So let's go check that out right now. I thought I saw the Rancor trying to hide around the corner. Oh wait, it was Kevin right there. He's slowly floating into the ceiling. Alright, so right here is the bar of the house. So as we walk in, we got a nice pool table. We got some kegs set up here, bar tables, and a really awesome bar design. Again, I had some help from Matt and Kevin on this one. But the bar turned out awesome. Actually, I had a lot of help from them on the bar. I didn't design much on the bar. I was kind of, at this point, I was like, this is one of the last rooms, and at this point, I was like, so like, out of inspiration on the house, that I was just like, I wasn't sure what to do. So they came on and helped me out with this room. And then in here we have like the tasting area where you could stand up, have some wine at the table. Yes, I did say stand. And got some more kegs, a nice shelving design right there. Some more shelving around the room. And some chandeliers hanging down, which I think look pretty good. Right in here, we just have another room where you keep the kegs and stuff, any leftover kegs that people didn't want, or extras of stuff. And just kind of like a wine cellar of this room. Or where you could get some special brews, I guess. And in here we have the bathroom, in case someone gets too drunk, they can come throw up in here or whatever. And then wash off right here. And the funny story about this bathroom was I was going to originally add a shower, and then Matt and Kevin are like, what are you doing? Why would you add a shower next to a bar? I'm like, you know what? You're completely right. Why would I do that? So, long and behold, there is no shower in there. But, now, I believe... No, we have 2 more bedrooms and a bathroom. And then, that's it for the interior, and we're going to go check out the landscape. Right here we have another pretty nice bedroom. This one comes with its own TV. Nice shelving design right there. Computer and desk. Pretty good bedroom. Got a lot of stuff to it. I like how that bedroom turned out. Right here we have probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, one of the biggest bathrooms on the house. I think it is the biggest bathroom on the house. Pretty nice. This is a pretty early bathroom too. Pretty big tub right there. Nice sink, toilet. And then it comes with this shower in the wall, which I really like. How this turned out. And then in the closet, we got just a closet with some storage and stuff where you could keep towels and whatnot. And now we're gonna walk down. You know, okay, I thought that door didn't close. I was about to not close that door. And this is the final bedroom of the house, and this is just like a girl's bedroom. So it's got like a pink theme. I figured I'd add one of these for the girl of the house, like the daughter that's spoiled in Everdeen. But we got a nice like pink theme, I guess. And desk, and it comes with its own walk-in closet because the daughter needs her clothes. I don't know. But yeah, as you can see, this room is very pink and purple and whatnot. But I think that concludes every single room on the interior, everybody. So I'm just going to take this time before we go outside to ask if you are enjoying this house tour. I really would appreciate it if you dropped a like on it. I put so much effort into this house, so would really appreciate that. But now we're going to actually check out one of my favorite parts of the house. I'm chunking a little bit right here. But we're going to check out one of my favorite parts of the house, and that's the landscape. And this landscape, I was really happy. Like, it started out with this like raised garden, and that was built like in August when I first started the house. But then recently, I started really working on the landscape when the interior was almost done. And we got these trees going around the whole house. Then we got this nice like willow tree right here with a pond around it. I really like how this turned out. I didn't design the willow tree. That was designed by my friend Killer Cereal, or Caden. Again, huge thanks to Caden for helping me out with some of the things on this house. I really do appreciate that. And right here is the courtyard. Now this is one of my favorite things. I've been saying that so much, but I'd say this is my favorite part of the landscape easily, even with the river. So this courtyard is got a really nice layout. It's like all symmetrical, and then we got this nice fountain here. Got a bunch of like tree designs, some bushes around, sugarcane, and then we have this part of the courtyard that you saw originally, where those 3 exits of the houses. Like this goes into the private study. That's another part of the study, and that was the guest quarters right there. And then we have this with the little pond, some gardens around, and I just really like how this turned out. And also, I forgot to point out the balcony on the master bedroom, but yes, there was a balcony here. I forgot to point that out, I'm sorry. But let's go keep on walking through the courtyard, and we're going to see something really cool when we come down here. So, as you know, my gamer tag is DrollKylemania, and these are the initials for it, so we put DKM, spelled it out here, and this was really cool. I really like how I lowered it here and made like a trench around it, kind of. I really like how it turned out, and then it's all walled in with like these hedges, which really gives the property like a really private feel. Like you can obviously see the road and stuff and other houses, but it really makes you feel like kind of secluded in the yard. Like there's not much around. Then we got a ton of tall trees around. But I really love how the DKM turned out, which obviously stands for my name. And right here we have like a tennis court. I decided to go with a different color on the tennis court. We got like the blue color for the tennis court, and then orange border to complement it, with some sandstone and some tables around where you could like watch the tennis game and eat. And then we have the refs thing right up here. Over here we just have a little pond right here, just a little area that there was some space, and that goes all the way down, just some trees down there. And if we keep on going down here, we'll enter the main part of the backyard. So let's go check that out. And right here we got the pool, and I really love how this pool turned out. Super awesome. We got like the L shape, and then it's got this bar, which Mr. Matt right there, aka Don Pasci, helped me. Like he pretty much helped me with the whole bar. And we got some nice beach tables around, some chairs and towels. Really like this diving board design. Then we got the jacuzzi that flows into the pool with some pool toy things. And right here, we just have like the area in the deep end where you could sit or something. I see this on pools. Some people thought this was strange, but I actually knew someone that had a pool like this, so that's why I added it like that. And there's the balcony. That's if we look, this is like the little living room that leads out to the backyard. And we got some trees around to give the yard a little pizzazz. And right here is actually one of the like only open space of the yard. It looks really nice. I thought the yard should have something like this. And hold on one sec, everybody. Alright guys, sorry about that. My voice was so parched. I was kept on clearing my throat, so I had to get a drink real quick. But right here we got some nice little garden, like with some trees around the house. This is what the back of the house looks like. Pretty nice, pretty grand back here. And then we got the big open area that I was talking about. And this is actually the edge of the world right here. And then we have the river where it ends. And we got a little beach area. As you can see, we got a gazebo across there with a bridge that leads over to it. I really like this. Got Kevin hiding up in the tree over there. We got the bridge that leads over to the gazebo where you could have like a nice relaxing evening with the missus. For me, that would be Miss Jennifer Lawrence. And river like curls around here and then goes back that direction. And it just looks really nice. And for those of you who may be wondering, I was actually thinking about touring this on Xbox One, but unfortunately I couldn't because my skin, I can't get my skin on Xbox One because it's from the Summer of Arcade skin pack, so it's not even available on Xbox One, so that was kind of annoying. I wanted to tour it on Xbox One where there's better render distance, but unfortunately that didn't happen. But everybody, that pretty much wraps it up for Everdeen Estate. We'll just take this pathway back to the front and then outro this baby out. So, everybody, like I said, oh, right here in the driveway, we got the EE for Everdeen Estate, if you didn't notice that. But, everybody, I really hope you all enjoyed this house tour. I worked really hard on it. As always, if you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like on this one. It would really mean a lot for this house because of how much effort went into it. But I hope you all enjoyed, and we'll be doing house tours again soon on Cribcraft, and we actually have a very special video coming up next weekend. I'm not going to spoil that, but I'll just announce that it's very special. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace out.